Good afternoon, Loudoun. I'm Phyllis Randall, Chair of the Loudoun County Board of Supervisors. I'd like to give you an update on the COVID-19 situation here in Loudoun County as of today, March 19th, 2020. But first, I want to begin by acknowledging and thanking a number of individuals. When you think about it, it's interesting how people in the middle of a crisis become essential in our lives. The custodial worker and janitors who clean our facilities. The sanitation workers who continue to pick up our trash and our recyclables. The truck drivers who move critical shipments during the time when the airlines have significantly scaled back their shipments. The pharmacists who fill your prescription needs. The 17-year-old teenager who's packing up your groceries. All of them, and so many more, have become essential in our lives during this time, and we thank them. Of course, we have to acknowledge our medical professionals, our hospital staffs, our nurses, our nurse practitioners, our doctors, hospital culinary workers, the orderlies and custodians, all the people in our medical facilities. They are working almost around the clock, and we cannot thank them enough. I also want to take a moment to thank and acknowledge what's happening over at LCPS. The cafeteria workers are making thousands of meals every day, and the bus drivers are delivering those meals to our students. All around Loudoun County, LCPS is taking care of our kids. Thank you for doing that. Now I want to update you on a number of actions the county continues to take. I will go issue by issue so to try to ensure clarity. First, the county department directors have implemented emergency staffing plans to limit the number of employees required to report to their physical work locations. Our department heads will continue to reevaluate staffing needs and adjust as necessary, with the goal of allowing as many employees as possible to work from their home. At this time, we will continue to pay all of our regular full-time, regular part-time, and long-term temporary full-time employees. I want to thank the County Treasurer, Roger Zern, who presented the ideal of allowing Loudoun County residents to have a larger window to pay their personal property tax bills. Although tax bills will still be available for payment online, the due date is June 5th, and you can pay that without any penalties or fees. I also want to thank our 4 utility companies that serve Loudoun County. My office has personally spoken to Loudoun Water, Dominion Energy, Novak, and Washington Gas. All 4 utilities have agreed to not charge late fees or penalties on payments due and to not turn off services of any Loudoun County residents who are having trouble paying their bills. Before I give the COVID-19 update in Loudoun, I want to respond to the many questions I've received regarding Loudoun small businesses receiving federal aid. The U.S. Small Business Administration has announced a loan program for businesses impacted by COVID-19. Just a few minutes ago, we learned the SBA has approved all Virginia small businesses as eligible for disaster loans. Loudoun's Department of Economic Development and Loudoun Small Business Development Center are prepared to assist Loudoun businesses with the application process. It's important to note that these SBA loans will still be subject to the traditional SBA loan requirements. Going forward, the Loudoun Board of Supervisors will consider all options to assist Loudoun small businesses. Loudoun's DED webpage is being updated on a regular basis, so please visit biz.loudoun.gov/COVID-19 to stay informed. Now, for the COVID-19 update in Loudoun as of today, March 19th. We have 5 presumptive positives in Loudoun. However, as is true in most communities, we can anticipate that more cases of COVID-19 will be identified in our community. At this time, Inova Health Systems in Loudoun are experiencing decreased inpatient volume, in part because people are following the directions to wash their hands and practice social distancing. As a community, we want you to stay safe, and Inova Hospital has asked me to tell you that beds are available for patients who truly need them. Inova has also asked me to say thank you for staying home and for washing your hands. HCA Stone Springs Hospital is also asking everyone follow CDC guidelines, especially hand washing and social distancing. The Loudoun County Board wants to reiterate that it is so important to continue to practice CDC recommended guidelines on social distancing. No more than 10 people at any gathering, and those 10 people should be no less than 6 feet from one another. To be clear, every member of the Loudoun County Board of Supervisors is urging you to follow CDC VDH guidelines to keep you, your family safe, and to stop the spread and try to flatten the curve. As you know, the entire country is experiencing a shortage of tests. Loudoun is no different. We have now 2 private companies, LabCorp and Quest Diagnostics, who are cleared to administer the test. We are expecting these companies to have a larger supply of tests in the coming weeks. If you have cold or flu symptoms, the CDC and VDH urges you to stay home. You will not be tested simply because you are symptomatic. However, if you are symptomatic and have recently been out of the country or have knowingly been exposed with a person who has COVID-19, please do not go to your emergency room. Please do not go to your emergency room. Instead, call your doctor. If you do not have a private provider, call the Loudoun Health Department at 703-737-8300. 703-737-8300. We have also been asked if we're going to have drive-through testing in Loudoun County. Until we have an adequate number of tests available, there is no reason to have the drive-through testing location. However, we are identifying possible drive-through testing locations that will be available if testing kits come online. Currently, all Loudoun senior centers and adult day centers are closed. Food is being delivered to our older residents. The ones that are enrolled in home delivery and the congregate meals program will receive food at their homes. Our Loudoun Parks and Recreation facilities and programs are closed. Animal Services is open. However, employees are working on a staggered shift and practicing stringent social distancing. As of today, March 19th, the Loudoun County Libraries are closed to the public except for digital services. The Library Board of Trustees are meeting tonight to discuss how COVID-19 continues to impact their operations. All changes to Loudoun County operations will be posted at loudoun.gov/temporary closures. Visit our website to learn more about the measures that you can take to protect yourself and your family at loudoun.gov/coronavirus. I also encourage you to stay informed about this changing situation on our website, or you can sign up for emails and text updates. If you'd like to text us, please text LCCOVID19 to 888-777 to receive text alerts from Loudoun County about COVID-19. Residents with questions about COVID-19 may call the Loudoun County Department of Health. Their information line is, once again, 703-737-8300, or email the Loudoun Health Department at health@loudoun.gov. Listen, I am so proud of how we've come together as a county over the past many weeks. Truthfully, Loudoun, we're doing remarkable in this crisis. Please remember that we are all in this together, and because we're all in this together, I'm going to ask you to check on our senior citizens. I'm going to ask you to call your neighbor, to be kind to your grocer because they've been working some pretty long hours, to wash your hands, to stay indoors as much as possible. But mostly I'm going to ask you, Loudoun, to stay informed, be calm, and stay well. Thank you.